The 2011 calendar year has again seen steady growth for the BC Food Processors Association, as we are now up to over 180 members. It was not long ago that reaching this plateau seemed too far away, and yet here we are. The association is now celebrating its 8th year, and we continue to represent micro, small, medium, and large BC-based processing companies, coordinating common industry activities and resources under one umbrella. Partnerships and alliances with other organizations like the Food Innovation Centre of BC, functional food and health product companies, the BC Bakers Association, and others are an example of the collaborative working networks the Bcfpa seeks to develop and strengthen. The Bcfpa board will be bringing on 4 new members this year, bringing it to a total of 14, thus ensuring a continuous development of experience and knowledge. These professionals represent a broad range of the food industry as the Bcfpa works to engage all sectors, supporting them to be sustainable, profitable organizations. The Bcfpa is strengthening member engagement by creating peer groups, committees, and working with regulatory bodies that have an impact on the food industry. More details will be provided in the following presentation. The Bcfpa board continues to follow the strategic plan and further refines our objectives and goals. I believe that if you can quantify the benefits you and your organization realize from the Bcfpa initiatives, then we've been doing a good job and bringing you value for your membership. With that, I'd like to introduce you to Nico Human, the CEO of the BC Food Processors Association. And may I wish all of you a healthy, happy, and profitable year.
To say that it was a very full year for the BC Food Processors Association team would be an understatement. There is a ton to do in limited time, and we've had a busy and rewarding year. Strategy building was a priority for the board. We are now in the 3rd year of our 3-year strategic plan and continue to focus on our 5 core strategies, namely an effective board of directors, effective communication and outreach, membership development, industry enhancement, and government relations. Our executive and board of directors, led by Dave, are very active and engaged and meet regularly to give clear direction to the Bcfpa. The advocacy committee, chaired by founding president Guy Hahn, was active and successful in advocating for several member issues, both at a provincial and at a federal level. It handles issues that are brought to its attention by the membership committees or are referred to it by the board of directors. It's a very important cog in the Bcfpa wheel. The core staff and contractors complement changed quite a bit this year. Kathleen Gibson, manager of the meat file, retired and was replaced by Christine Koch. Donna Brendan, membership manager, moved on, and her duties were divided between Connie Duivenborden, our new membership coordinator, and Deborah Helbech, membership recruiter. Adam Ford, our office manager, and Christine Brecknell, our Meat Transition Assistance Program manager, are still with us, but Angie Froese returned after Alyssa Elliott, the Meat Industry Enhancement Strategy Administrative Assistant, moved on. Then there was also our field staff and contractors that report to Christine. Additionally, we employed a number of contractors on other projects, including Suzanne Thompson for training program delivery and Deborah Helbach for business development and for the produce preservation program. You'll hear more from them later. The Bcfpa, with the support of the provincial government, administers 2 programs related to BC's meat inspection regulation. The Meat Transition Assistance Program, or MTAP, provides financial assistance to slaughterhouse facilities seeking an A or B provincial license. MTAP opened in 2006 and closed to new applications in November 2010. It has allocated about $7.5 million to more than 60 applicants. MTAP will be wound up in the next 2 years. Stan Rogers of our board chairs our MTAP steering committee. Christine Brecknell, a chartered management accountant, is still MTAP coordinator. Christine reports to Christine Koch, who manages MTAP and the Meat Industry Enhancement Strategy, or MEAS. Let's hear from Christine.
The past year was a year of change for the meat file. The CFIA announced that they will be no longer inspecting provincial abattoirs effective January 1st, 2014. The meat sector now faces the uncertainty of a new provincial meat inspection system. In August, the Meat Industry Enhancement Strategy, or MEAS, came to a close. The closure arose because the work transitioning the meat sector to meet the requirements of the new meat inspection regulations was substantially done, and a new program with a different focus was needed. MEAS facilitated slaughter operators in their licensing efforts. When the program started in 2004, there were 13 licensed Class A and B abattoirs, and by the end of 2011, there were 51. Kathleen Gibson managed the program and oversaw a team of contractors that manned the MEAS help desk. In September, a new program, the Sustainable Food Safety Program, was launched with the goal of supporting sector sustainability and ongoing development of food safety strategies. Our funding agreements with the Ministries of Health and Agriculture envisioned that if there were any residual funds in the MEAS MTAP programs, that they might be used by a new program that assists the meat sector in adapting to future changes in food safety regulations. Under the Sustainable Food Safety Program, the Bcfpa continues to be an implementation partner. We work closely with the Food Protection Branch personnel in the Ministry of Health and with staff in other agencies. Under the new SFS program, there are 4 main program areas as opposed to the 1 program area under MEAS. The work under the help desk continues, however, with a reduced budget and personnel level. It is managed by Shirley Hamblin with the assistance of Murray Coates. It continues to assist proponent abattoirs to obtain their license, and they continue to work with about 20 facilities. There are 3 new program areas in the Sustainable Food Safety Program. The first is Regional Approaches, managed by Abra Bryn. The focus is to work with regional districts to develop regional solutions and partnerships to benefit and strengthen the meat sector. The second is Industry Development, led by Maria Castro, where the focus is to develop legacy material based on the great work the MEAS team has done over the past years. The third is Food Safety Strategies, where the Bcfpa is working with the Ministry of Health to assist in the smooth transition and implementation of a new provincial meat inspection system for Class A and B abattoirs. Funding for the meat program is winding down. MTAP, the help desk, and most of the Sustainable Food Safety Program is expected to close by the end of 2012. One thing that has remained constant the past year is Bcfpa's Meat Industry Committee. It continues to be a committee where members involved in the livestock and meat sector bring forward and discuss issues affecting their sustainability. The co-chairs are Musa Ismail and Peter Vanderpoel. The committee is expected to refocus in 2012 to reflect current issues and to become more inclusive. Another significant event for the meat sector in 2011 was the province's call for review of the abattoir inspection system. An operators reference group comprised of meat sector representatives provided valuable input into the process.
Effective communication and outreach and membership development were 2 more core strategies we focused on. We successfully delivered projects such as Process This, our newsletter, appeared mid-month every month. The Bcfpa website, bcfpa.ca, carries the latest news and trends, houses oodles of resources, and is regularly and heavily accessed by industry. The listing website that can be viewed at foodprocessorslist.ca, our job board and business development portal, we call it Marketplace, that can be accessed at foodprocessorsmarketplace.ca. FoodPro West, our annual professional development day and AGM, was very successful with a capacity crowd. It brings our industry together for a day of networking, professional development, to honor industry leaders and much, much more. It has now successfully made the leap to a 2-day event, and we plan to grow it into a fully fledged conference driven by a membership organizing committee. A 7th award was also added this year, and the awards gala is also new. A Bcfpa training strategy was completed and implemented. After a shaky start, we turned to Suzanne Thompson to help with the implementation. She has been successful in getting the bums in the seats. Let's hear from Suzanne.
The Bcfpa Professional Development Program has had a good start. We've presented several FPHRC National Sanitation Training Sessions, with extra sessions required to accommodate all. For the late spring term program, we're offering Developing a HACCP Plan, Fundamentals of Quality Assurance for Food Processing Industry Workers, and Enhanced Leadership Skills. During 2012, Bcfpa will offer repeats of the courses most in demand and additional courses such as BRC implementation and SQF implementation. Bcfpa works with educational partners such as the Food Processing HR Council and SGS to deliver the most up-to-date, relevant training available. All courses offer certificates to those that participate. In concert with regular offerings, the Bcfpa Professional Development Program offers special opportunities such as the Professional Development Day at Food Pro West, where industry experts offer their views, information, and experience on the most pressing topics of interest. The next session will be offered in the early fall, and we'd be delighted to see you there as a speaker or a participant. The Bcfpa Professional Development Program is dedicated to our industry and will continue to develop skills upgrading and other opportunities for continuing professionalization of the industry, working in concert with our partners and other stakeholders with the same mandate.
As outflow of the training strategy, a Bcfpa leadership program was developed. This includes an affinity program for CEO and C-level executive roundtables. I'm now helping deliver 4 such roundtables, 3 for CEOs and 1 for executives. It's fabulously stimulating work. Since 2008, we have worked with BC Hydro to sign up food processors to the Power Smart Energy Manager program. BC Hydro has generously offered the services of an energy manager to assess a plant's energy use and help them find savings, often with low cost or no cost solutions. This program is free. Members who have participated are pleased with a comprehensive look at their energy use and have seen many benefits. We have also grown our membership committees and peer programs this year. But wait, let first Deborah, as membership recruiter, and then Connie, our membership coordinator, tell us more.
Membership has grown to 105 processor and 72 associate members. I am confident we will attain our goal of 120 processor members by the end of 2012.
As the membership grows, so does the knowledge and experience within the association. There is a wealth of it and a real willingness to share. This year, the peer groups and committees really harness this advantage to improve and grow their business and the industry as a whole. In the Fraser Valley, the cluster group toured other members' brand new state-of-the-art facilities that process berries, eggs, and local bounty. They heard about challenges and successes in operations, food safety, and sometimes human resources. The operations peer group also benefited from tours. They heard from members who are successfully implementing climate smart, lean, and energy management programs. Sometimes they found out about new funds to help make this happen. Topics like upcoming changes to SQF and the new Food Safety Modernization Act were catalysts for common ground discussion around the table at the food safety group meetings. From opportunities in the Better For You markets to the new Domestic Canada brand program, the sales and marketing peer group gathered to learn from timely presentations and each other. HR professionals collaborated to fine-tune the Bcfpa wage survey to grow it as a valuable benefit. Members in the HR peer group regularly reached out to share information through email exchanges and presentations. And a prime example of harnessing the riches within, Bcfpa mentorship program, developed by the membership committee, was launched in May. The program formalizes the mentorship already taking place as members come together. It promises to make a real difference. The new Functional Food Natural Health Product Group was also launched in May. There's good momentum to move forward and an openness to collaborate. In a competitive environment, members know collaboration makes sense. Thank you to all the group chairs and host sites for making all of this possible.
We have not yet mentioned all the administrative work and the answering of all the inquiries. For that, we have Adam, our office manager.
When you call our head office in Abbotsford, I'm the cheery voice you hear on the other end of the phone. I handle client inquiries, get information to the right people, and make sure everybody is happy. I also publish our monthly newsletter. Nico does the editing. I update and administer our 3 websites, Bcfpa, Marketplace, and the Food Processors Directory, do the day-to-day bookkeeping, and do general office administration for the Bcfpa. Contact me if you need more information.
We are very busy in the area of industry enhancement. Christine reported earlier on the work done for the meat industry. Connie and Deborah reported on the work done for membership. We have also worked on issues and projects such as, with the BC Ministry of Agriculture on the Ranching Task Force, the establishment of the Food Innovation Centre of British Columbia, a project that Bcfpa initiated and had led for many years. The centre now has its own independent board of directors, of which Dave Edo is a member, and its CEO has been recruited. With the BC Agriculture Council on the Vegetable Roundtable and other projects, growing forward with the BC Ministry of Agriculture, the Food Safety Stakeholders Group with the BC Ministries of Agriculture and of Health, the Canadian Food Processing Industry Roundtable with Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada, with the Heart and Stroke Foundation on the Produce for Remote Communities project, and flowing from this with the BC Ministry of Health on the Produce Preservation project. Deborah was intimately involved, so I'll let her report on this one.
The Produce Preservation Program has been one of the most rewarding projects I have ever worked on. Through this program, the Bcfpa is contributing to chronic disease prevention, food security, and economic development. The Bcfpa received funding from the BC Ministry of Health to develop and implement a program with the goal of developing the long-term capacity to preserve produce in 24 remote First Nations communities. Tasked with this goal, the Bcfpa developed hands-on training, curriculum, and resources, including a website to teach people how to harvest, can, dry, freeze, and cold store fruits and vegetables. In less than 1 year, the Bcfpa developed the program, held 3 workshops, trained 43 people, and through these 43 people exposed over 1,000 people to safe produce preservation methods. The Bcfpa is now in the process of developing a plan to expand the produce preservation program throughout British Columbia. Examples of projects that I've worked on include a project funded by the National Research Council to develop a strategy to create a functional food and natural health product entity within the realm of the BC Food Processors Association. A working group was established to guide the process. Rick Gibbs, Mary Ellen Hodgins, Warren Brander, Dave Ito, Nico Human, Mira Laza, and myself. Through this project, we determined the needs of BC's functional food and natural health product manufacturers and a plan for addressing these needs. We also produced a short video outlining the benefits of membership, thanks to our star Mark Wilson of Sequel Naturals. The project wrapped up with a great networking event hosted by the Great Little Box Company. I'm pleased to report that the Bcfpa Functional Food and Natural Health Products Group is up and running, and a health claims workshop will be coming soon.
At a national level, the provincial food processing associations across Canada formed the Canadian Council of Food Processors. It was successfully incorporated with the Bcfpa as founding member. We have been meeting regularly to discuss and work on federal issues and strategies. It has been remarkable how much we could help one another over provincial borders as peers and partners in one food processing industry. Our partners have been many, including the BC Ministries of Health, of Agriculture, of Jobs, Tourism and Innovation, of Advanced Education and Labour Market Development, of Community Development, and of the Environment. FIHOSA, the Food Industry Occupational Safety Association, the BC Agriculture Council, Investment Agriculture Foundation of BC, and federally with the Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada, with Health Canada, with the Canadian Council of Food Processors, with the Food Processing HR Council, and others. We may be a small group of staff and contractors, but our projects go far and wide in serving the industry. Our membership has now reached a tipping point. We have become a force to take note of in the province we all hold dear. We are poised to make a real difference.
I'm happy to report that the BC Food Processors is developing strongly and increasingly more effective in serving the BC food industry. From what you've seen in this presentation, I'm confident you will agree that much progress has been made in 2011. I'm very proud of what has been accomplished and look forward to many opportunities in the year ahead. Building on the wisdom and experience of the board and the introduction of new staff members and the excellent contractors, I believe the real potential for Bcfpa success is just hitting its stride. The Bcfpa will continue to bring to you, our members, the support, knowledge, and advocacy that gives you value and a reason to belong to this association. With you, we exist, and with your involvement, we represent. I would like to thank you for joining us today and for your continued support helping grow the food processing industry in British Columbia.